Hi, everybody. My name is Megan Kemp. I am a Chicano Studies major in the College of Liberal Arts, and I had the pleasure of completing my internship with the Office of New Americans. That is with El Paso County. So we like to call ourselves ONA, Office of New Americans, and we are committed to improving inclusion, integration, and quality of life for local immigrants and refugees through enhanced collaboration with the community, educational institutions, nonprofits, and interfaith organizations. ONA seeks a safe, engaged, and inclusive El Paso where everyone can contribute and thrive through civic, economic, and cultural integration. As an intern, my main department and my main job was to work in the designation of education and workforce training. A day in the life was contacting different agencies and organizations that already exist in El Paso and offer services. So, one thing that we aim to do is connect our constituents to these resources, enhance them, and support them in any way that we can. If they need assistance with grants or just to get the word out, we mainly try to support these organizations. A lot of these agencies and organizations, for example, Annunciation House or different community education centers like with SISD and YISD, they've existed for a really long time. They've offered services for many, many years. And so, as my supervisor Lori likes to say, we don't want to step on any toes. We're here to just make sure that these resources come to light and have all the support and backing that they need to reach and support the constituents as well and new Americans. So, we had the pleasure of doing different meetings. We did virtual meetings, we did also in person meetings. We were able to meet with YISD, SISD, and El Paso ISD, where we were able to connect with the community education centers. These education centers offer, for example, citizenship classes, English proficiency classes, as well as professional training, so job skills or just professional clerical skills or even integrated like culture courses where you would have just a little bit of workplace culture to help with that integration, to help with that longevity in the field once they're able to enter the workforce. So, some of the different UTEP Edge skills that I was able to use were communication. As I said, we connected with these different entities. I sent a lot of emails, I made a lot of phone calls, and I was able to talk to a lot of different types of organizations, and it kind of pulls you out of your comfort zone. So, communicating and then just trying to explain exactly what we do, that's a skill that I had to hone over time, over about 6 months. I also practiced entrepreneurship. There was a lot of room for us to grow and play and do different things. So if we had a project, if we had an idea, or we wanted to develop or build something, Lori would say, jump in, go ahead, tell me how it goes, or why don't you get the ball rolling on that? And so we had to do a lot of, initial development and start building something kind of from the ground up. And Lori is actually really good at that. She started ONA, so we had a great teacher in her. Also, I was able to engage with the UTEP Edge skill of teamwork. It wasn't just me. There were four or three other interns. There were four of us total, and Miss Lori, and we had to come together for different events. We hosted, or we were part of hosting the Community Development Center reopening. So after COVID, we were able to open, and we had an Easter egg hunt just at the beginning of this month, where all the families at the Community Development Center in Agua Dulce were able to come together and explore the facility, talk about the resources and the different services offered there, as well as enjoy a day of fun. So it was a really cool time. We all came together and did some teamwork for that, passing out flyers and talking to people in the community and visiting different businesses. We worked together for that. Some of the Clifton strengths that I was able to use and my strength that I thought brought something to the team at ONA were my input, one of the things that we had to do was connect with all of these different agencies, and input means, I just sort of catalog all of these things in my mind. I'm always synthesizing, like matching different things about different information. So being able to think, I think I know that there's this service that they offer here, and oh, this would be a good fit for this particular need that we have. And Lori is also really good at that. She helps me make those connections even faster. So she enhanced my strength of input. We also had a lot of connectedness with the community and empathy, where we were called to engage with people and meet them at their level. So something that Lori does is she does anti-bullying presentations. I had the privilege of attending one with her at the elementary school, Frank Plus Yes, and we were able to get down and talk to these kids and just kind of tell them why bullying isn't okay and engage with their empathy and help build that skill in them as to why it doesn't feel good. And I was able to use that strength to connect and help empower these kids to not bully, which, as we all know, is becoming a really, really big issue, especially in our schools and with our children. Another skill that I think was really important was positivity. Some of this work is, bureaucratic, it's governmental, it can take a long time. You can meet resistance. Sometimes it doesn't pan out. There's lots of scheduling and logistics involved, and just keeping that attitude and maintaining that positivity and just being excited about what we're doing for the community. And again, I had a great example in Miss Lori, and I was also able to hold on to that and really um, provide a fresh, new, okay, now what can we do, and an attitude that can take us forward for ONA into the future. Some things that I took away from this internship were, one example was a glimpse of what public service would be like. So, governmental public service or working for the community in an advocate position. That was really enlightening through this internship. I was also able to practice staying focused on distant goals and maintaining the energy, or like I said, the positivity to follow through and to keep moving forward when maybe you're not getting that instant gratification of this is panning out or here's this big event. Sometimes it was months in the work, and we were able to just spend a few hours enjoying what we put together. I'm really grateful for the knowledge that I gained with ONA about new Americans, my community, and immigration. There's a lot of misconceptions, there's a lot of misinformation, and a lot of stigma. And this department and this internship really taught me a lot, not just in the terms of like policy and legality, but just in terms of humanitarian aid and connecting with the community. Moving forward, I plan to complete my honors research project. I need to make some plans for that for this summer and get the ball rolling on that. I'm also hoping to prepare for graduate school, and hopefully I will be attending UTEP in the master's program for sociology. I aim to seek new opportunities and experiences in the field of Chicano studies, immigration, and overall just within my community, continue to work hard and make a difference. I want to give a special thanks to Miss Lori. She was, like I said, a really big inspiration. She honed a lot of skills in me, and she was an awesome example. She really led from the front. So seeing her get excited or seeing her, have all of this energy and want to put good things into community. Just this past week, we were at one of the shelters that takes in refugees and immigrants and migrants, and we were able to just help out some of the people as they were being received. And we were holding some sweet little children that probably have been traveling and been, in transit for a really long time. And it was a sweet moment. And I really want to thank Miss Lori for that. It brought a lot to my heart and my soul and to my spirit for continuing and pursuing my work for Chicanos. Thank you so much for enjoying my presentation, and hopefully you like my poster.